else from going anywhere. Just anybody else. But this is what goes on. The environmentalists will never give permission for anything to be built in our country. It won't happen. It hasn't happened. We don't build new coal plants. We don't build new refineries. We don't build new solar. We don't build new nuclear plants because the environmentalists don't allow it. You'd think they're going to allow? They're going to shut down Barbara Boxer's solar plant out in the Mojave.
Oh, you think so?
They got to put a 40-acre lake in.
Oh. They forgot about that.
They have to divert water to that 40-acre lake, and we're not talking a little water because it's
you
hot
need a
out
lot
there.
of water to.
Yeah, basically you're going to lose like this amount of water every day, which means that's water that could be going to agriculture or to a city to drink, and you're going to lose like about 18 inches of water a day to evaporation because you're putting water where water hasn't been in 5,000 years. Oh, that land, you pay attention, Mojave was once green. I mean, it wasn't that long ago. You know, the Indians used to live out in that area. It was called green. Las Vegas was known as Green Valley. It was green until the settlers busted the soil. So,
Oh.
yeah, but nuclear power, the problem in Japan has basically screwed the United States and most of the Western world.
It's also screwing China.
Yeah, but they will build the plants in China.
They will.
The Japanese, basically the bean counters that caused the problem in Japan will then move over and cause the same problem in China. That is the one thing that you can be certain
Yeah,
of.
but the Chinese and the Japanese don't always.
They don't get along with one
Depends,
another.
and it especially depends on what generation. The older generations is like.
Yeah, but it will happen because the Chinese do not have the expertise to do this. The Chinese can copy well.
That's true.
But they don't have the expertise to design all of the things. They have to have the people come over and do it for them, and then after they've done it enough times, they can do it without them. But China has bean counters just like everybody else. You think that these disasters that happen in China with their power facilities aren't because guys are figuring out how, well, if we kill 10,000 people, and it's going to make us look bad. We'll just kill 10,000 people and look bad, we'll just keep
Well, it's
building.
like some of the people here that said, 10,000 people, if that's the price to pay to get nuclear power shut down.
I know that's
I mean,
bad. I heard another evangelist that
It's
said
like-
that God works in mysterious ways, and I feel very sorry about the people that died in Japan and that will die as a result of the nuclear thing. But it will end this president's presidency forever because, as everyone can tell, he doesn't give a damn. And
that's the part he needs to watch out for, is because it's becoming more and more apparent.
It's becoming apparent to the Democrats he doesn't care. Because if the price goes up, he doesn't care. If the price goes down, he doesn't care. He's going to drain our strategic fuel reserve to knock the price of gas down to what it went up in the last 2 days, which isn't going to help anything. But he's not going to replenish it, and then that money not going to be used for the deficit. It's going to be used for green energy. Let's see. They put all the money together. It won't fund 10 miles of his high-speed train. So they said it does nothing. It is meant to supply us. Basically, it's meant to supply the military in the event of a war. It's not for public consumption. It is the national reserve in order to allow us to sustain 70 days of no fuel. But that means everybody gets ration, but the military basically runs at full blast for 70 days. And he's going to drain it because the environmentalists want it drained. And he basically, he doesn't run the presidency. I mean, Reid and Pelosi run the presidency, and they're heavily tied to the left. So, but, like I said, it's going to be a fun thing on nuclear power. It's going to hurt the world, and all the nuclear stocks are down everywhere. Every petroleum company in the world is into nuclear energy, every one of them, and their stocks are tanking badly. I mean, if BP is heavy into nuclear energy, and Jeffrey Immel.
Who?
Jeffrey Immel of GE. Ooh, they see that nice little commercial with them dancing to the Boots Good and Boogie. I just saw a police officer run the stop sign for no lights.
Of course they do.
They run. They don't care about the fact, so what if there's kids in the street? Well, they shouldn't have been in our way when we were going to lunch. But
they get like that.
Jeff, they basically are heavy into stuff that And basically, their stock is going like that, and it's gonna continue like that, because if you're invested in nuclear, you're gonna be wiped out in another month. So they're gonna be dumping that stuff, so we're gonna have more on this. It just,
Yeah, I think it's gonna continue on, especially, yeah, for the nuclear power.
yeah, then we're gonna figure out how they're going to, we'll be probably doing things for, you know, we're gonna get it to, you gotta be filled up to here with us talking about what's gonna happen, you know. Well, like, you know, they want a petroleum stop, they gotta stop the nuclear, you can't do solar, you can't do wind, so how are you gonna, you know, how are you gonna get your french fries? Well, actually, the president will say, hey, I can have my french fries, my wife can have her french fries, but you aren't gonna get them anymore.
I thought the french fries last night were really
Oh
good.
yeah, they're really good.
Who was the company?
I don't know.
They were really good.
They thought it was In-N-Out, but no, they don't make.
No, that's not In-N-Out. They were
No,
very good.
Yeah, but the people, remember, the Democrats will have their stuff. Republicans won't, and the people won't. But the Democrats, basically, the big secret for all you people out there, the Democratic Party has almost all of the business heads in their camp, not the Republicans. Republicans are little businessmen. Democrats are the big people.
Yeah, they forgot about
So, and
oh, like Bill Gates, Warren Buffett.
Buffett, you know, Carl Icahn, all of those big multi-millionaires, you know, Allen, they're all Democrats.
Mm-hmm.
They, you know, they'll only support a Republican if the Democrat is the biggest a-hole they've ever seen. Right now, they're all regretting Obama, so. But, you know, we'll take more until next time. This is Old Cam.
And this is not a spring chicken. We're here yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And for more information,
You can go to www.montybubbles.net on the net.
and wherever you're watching us, subscribe to our daily newscast in 3D. And actually, of course, all of our other programming. Follow us on Twitter.
Yeah, and Facebook and everything else. We're everywhere. we supply 3D for 7 different channels, folks.
And thank you once again for over 40 million links on the internet.